I've begun teaching a series of classes that are artist inspired sessions. They're in person, they're an hour long, and they're through our local community resource center that offers educational classes to people of all ages. So these are geared toward adults, and they begin with a brief lecture where I share about the life and artwork of an artist. And then we create art or experiment with techniques inspired by the work of that artist or a moment in that artist's life. So this is a collage that I'm creating as an example for that, not for a session about Henri Matisse, French artist, king of the Fauves, briefly lived art movement in the early 1900s. Toward the end of Matisse's life, he could no longer paint, which is what he was originally most known for. So he began painting sheets of paper with gouache and then cutting out organic shapes and building up compositions that way. So he was still very much celebrating color and creating colors of his own for the collages, the decollage that he wanted to do, and then cutting out shapes to express whatever idea each piece had. So what we did was they could choose between a white background, black background, or any other solid color background that they wanted to. For this one, I wanted to work with white and really make the colors pop off the page. And then they had a whole selection of different colored papers to pick from. And they could pick any color paper that they wanted to. And they had some scissors and they had a glue stick. So the idea was to just begin cutting out shapes, getting inspired by the remnants of what was left from the cutouts, because I found a lot of inspiration and joy in the scraps, even some scraps from other projects that I'd been working on in the studio. And then once they had a pile of shapes that they could pick from, start gluing those down and piece by piece building up their composition and being very considerate of where those pieces went. As we thought about the colors Matisse used, some of the shapes that he worked with both in his paintings and in his decollages, and in his other, his set design, costume design, sculpture, murals. He was a very active artist during his lifetime. So this was an incredibly fun project to create for that class and to also use as an example of how they could begin to solve the art problem of using collage and shapes and composition to really create something interesting and dynamic. I really enjoyed it so much, and I'm excited to continue this artist series in the fall. So if you like this video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and so you get notified of my next video, and I'll see you next time.